You're watching Bet Republic TV with me, James Eastham, and Steve Claridge. And the next game we're looking at is Wigan against Tottenham. Wigan drew 0-0 at home to Bolton in midweek. Another kind of unpredictable, boring, result at home. Are we any nearer to being confident about betting on Wigan's games? Because they've been the team we've wanted to avoid really all year.
I think they could. They could be the ones that find themselves in trouble, Wigan.
Really? You think they might still be dragged in there?
I think there's still a little bit of leverage there. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about Wigan because no one can get a steal on them, can they?
No. Well, let me give you the price.
Some shock. Do you know what? Let me just say something. I watched Fulham against Notts County the other day, and Fulham beat Notts County from the first minute to the last minute. Notts County were never ever good enough to. Didn't matter which way they played, which system they played, because they changed systems through a game. They were never ever good enough. How Notts County ever beat Wigan is quite staggering. Yeah. So. At Wigan. Yeah. I mean, it's an embarrassment sometimes, you know, and for a Premiership side to get beaten by a Div 2 side, that says to me is something big time wrong. Yeah. Well, of course, this fixture earlier in the season was a bit of an embarrassment as well. They lost it 9-1 at White Hart Lane. Wigan are 6-1 to be relegated at the moment. There are 6 teams below them. I mean, would you think that's worth having a bet on? No, because they're unpredictable and they do get results when you least expect them. But they're a very frustrating side. I mean. You know, you chuck into the equation everything about them, small crowds. I don't know. They frustrate me. I've got to say. It's hard to make a case for teams like Wigan being in the Premiership. Yeah, very tough. Yeah, rugby league town from top to bottom is Wigan. Looking at Tottenham, Steve, they are a little bit unpredictable themselves at the moment. They've only got 1 win in 6. They are. But on their day, surely they can go up to Wigan and win. Yeah, I mean, we saw Tottenham, didn't we, last week at Bolton? It summed them up, didn't it? Really, really poor for an hour. You know, it could have been out the game, should have been out the cup, and all of a sudden, the game just turns on its head, and they become. You know, they looked for half an hour. They looked a great side. They twisted and turned Bolton all over the place, and it was just turned on a sixpence sort of thing, completely turned. And they looked at a good side that last half hour, and the only team that was going to win it. So if they can carry that into this game, I mean they should. I mean, there's no doubt they put that last half an hour and show anything like that sort of form, then that should be good enough to win this. But as you say, we've just not got the results, have they, of late? It's very, very difficult. Well, it's a tough game, this one, James. You know, it's not something that you'd really be you'd want to bet on, is it? Because you're just not quite sure about either of these. No, we always put 2 bets up on the games, but this is one where we would recommend you keep your stakes low. Certainly, Tottenham is our first bet. They're available at evens. Wigan, if you fancy them to win the game, are 14-5, and the draw is 23-10. Those prices all with William Hill. Our second bet, well, we've got creative here because we're not sure about this game. We're betting on the game to have. Bet. You don't? You quite like it? Yeah, I don't mind this bet. 2 to 3 goals is our second bet. This is for the game, not for one of the 2 teams. That's available at 10-11. And we have said, you know, Tottenham are not always involved in high-scoring games. No. I mean, as I said, Palacios and Huddleston make them a lot tougher to beat now. I mean, they've gone. You know, they've had runs where they've gone 4 or 5 games and not conceded a goal. So I think that's not a bad bet. I expect there to be goals, but we're not going to get an avalanche of goals. Now, you know, we're certainly going to be competitive in this. Yeah. I think 2 to 3. I'll go for 2, but we've got the added bonus of 2 or 3, haven't we? We shall wait and see on that one. You're watching the Bet Republic Premier League preview show with me, James Eastham, and Steve Claridge. And after you finish watching the show, you can check out everything else on the Bet Republic website. You can set up your own profile and read the latest football betting blogs. And to place some bets with us, all you need to do is click on the William Hill link or banner, which you'll find on the Bet Republic website.